Hello and welcome everyone to another fantastic Sunday here on the Exploding Dice channel. It is almost like I just saw you guys a couple hours ago. How is everyone doing? And welcome back to Mouseguard the Dark Spring on a special Halloween episode. Ooh. Thank you guys for joining us. I don't wanna ramble too much, so I'm gonna immediately hand it over to our lovely dungeon master in the game show host outfit. He looks like a 70s game show host.
I thought he was a matador.
A matador?
A sexy 70s matador themed game show.
Yes, matador game show. That's the best game show.
My favorite. I love that show.
I'm hitting more points than I intended to. This is good.
Hit all of the demographics. 4, take it away. Tell us what is going on while I adjust my hat.
Absolutely. Hello there, and welcome to another evening of Mouseguard, in which we descend into the realms of adorable fuzzy mice with swords and bravery
and absolute pandemonium as wolves roam the borders and shrikes descend from above and all sorts of other various horrible things that our heroes with knowledge, sword, and shield defend against. This is Mouseguard. It is based on the comics made by David.
Hold on, I'm hearing that we're getting a little bit of stuttering. Keep talking, I'm going to try and fix it.
Gotcha. This is a role-playing game based on the comics made by David Peterson, but we are taking this game into a wild spin. It is where little mice in this world have built up the typical medieval society, but they have to struggle not only with, building, harvesting, and surviving the very deadly weather that can often be cataclysmic, considering they're this big. They also have to defend against the predators of the territories. But thankfully, they have their own defenses, their own means of making sure the worst of these are kept far beyond the borders of their lands. We're going to get into that in a moment, but that's really all you need to know, save for where we introduce our characters. If you guys wanted to go around and introduce yourselves, introduce your characters, describe to us the things that make them who they are, like, fur color, belief, various triumphs that they've accomplished in their time in the Dark Spring. And then we'll do a prologue.
Sweet. Before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to the amazing Metamancer for the host. Thank you guys for joining us and welcome. Also, if you guys have not already, do us a huge favor. Tell all your friends that we're hanging out and hit that retweet link. Dice Lulu has it for you right there. So who wants to take it away and remind ourselves about our mice? No. Fine. All right. I'll get us started. I will get us into the mood. Because today I will be playing Mr. Tynan Trailchaser. He is a mouse with some gray fur. He is a scholar and not much of a fighter. And he is deathly afraid of wolves, but currently overcoming that. What do I have? His belief is that is with knowledge comes responsibility, and if I do not act, then I am to blame. And so he is a mouse that is doing his best to live up to the guard's oath and help raise and train his little Tenderpaw Juniper along with the rest of the party, because it takes a village.
Takes a patrol.
Yeah.
Man. And on that, I guess we'll move on to the said Tenderpaw. Go ahead, if you'd like to give us the overview of Junie.
Wait, Leslie's looking particularly Ranga-ish today. I mean, she is a resident Ranga.
Oh my god, goodbye.
Particularly
I love you.
like a Ranga today.
That's all I need for my introduction. Move along.
Drunkly.
Oh god. Hi, my name is Drunkly Romantic. Hi. I'm playing a character named Quinn Hat. He's a little bit of a nerdy mouse trying to not be a piece of shit like he was early on, and just trying to figure stuff out. I don't know. I'm really bad at the introduction of this character. I don't. I just like playing it. I don't know. Yeah, I love this game. It's cool. I'm gonna. Bronze, you're next. Bronze, you're next.
A hobo skeleton.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Hi.
some kind of boner skeleton, some kind of boner hobo.
I'm that bronze girl. I'm gonna try my best to describe everyone's costume.
Okay.
Four is a matador. Askren is that dude on the Grim Dawn cover.
Oh.
Like from Grim Dawn. Yeah, like the witch hunter man. That's Askren. Leslie is a ginger.
I didn't even wear a costume.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
And
I don't know what
I
you're
just
talking about.
didn't
Her
dress
cheeks
it
are always
out.
that rosy.
drunk.
And they're always those
And
those
uneven.
cheek dots are always a little uneven. Yeah.
Drunkly is undead Charlie Chaplin minus the mustache.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't wear that mustache. I'm really glad.
I love it.
That's everybody. So if
What are
guys-
you?
Me?
Some kind of ground bear?
I'm a mouse.
Ground
Ugh.
Duh, I'm a mouse. Come on. Can't you see the ears? Duh.
Duh.
Duh. That's my intro. I play Brienne.
Welcome to the Dark Spring, guys. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Resident thick mouse.
You're a resident
proud of
dick
it.
everything.
Oh, so shucks.
Oh man.
Ow.
Four. Four. Back to
Yeah.
you.
All right. Well, since it's been a long time since we picked up the Dark Spring, I will go ahead and. Does anybody have any nature that they need to get back, or a condition that they need to recover from?
No, I'm all good on conditions. My nature. I could
Okay.
recover some nature though. I'm way spent on nature.
All right. So what I think we can do is we can sort of tag team the prologue. So, because I'll definitely get us started, but if you want to tell me where you guys came in, by all means, let's do that, just so we can get everybody up to date. So, a long time ago, our group started out in Lockhaven, which is the home of the Mouse Guard, and they were given a mission from Gwendolyn, who's the matriarch of this faction of mice who act as rangers for the territory, making sure that the routes between towns are safe and protected. They departed to find a patrol guard named Bailey in Windshelm, which is this town that was recently started a little after the Winter War of 1149, which was with the Weasels of the West. And they found him and also discovered there was some weasel shenanigans. Following these shenanigans, they eventually arrived at Pebblebrook because they learned that there is some hullabaloo of some wolves going down, and they're patrolling the scent border, trying to find a way through, or perhaps somebody is trying to sabotage it. It's still unclear about this situation with the wolves, the scent border, and the weasels, and how they tie together. But eventually, they decided to help Pebblebrook by closing off the tunnels. They did this by recruiting a bandit queen by the name of Lucretia, who is the daughter of the governor there in Pebblebrook. She said, "Yes, I'll help you with my grand whistle peaks. But first, you must retrieve my weasel boyfriend." And
Hashtag
so,
weasel boyfriend.
Women, am I right?
it turns out,
the worst.
man, it's something else. It turns out, top cheer.
Top tier.
Top tier. It turns out that this town that they were building together, these weasels who have banded together with these mice, were pretty much overrun by the pack of wolves, and our patrol realized that the wolves are really close to the scent border, which keeps most of the big bad animals away. And this is rather dangerous and dire news for the territories. If a pack of wolves are free to roam, it's bad news for all of the mice in the territories. So they were able to rescue Grandpa Jr., whose name is Huey, and his companions, and made their way back to Pebblebrook. Askren, what happened when you arrived?
We arrived at Pebblebrook, and we immediately had found that the tunnels had been dug, but I think one of the whistle pigs was stuck in tunnel, and so we grabbed his legs and we pulled his fat booty out of there, and then we got snaked.
That's right. A snake came
Yep.
out, and it was very upset. And you guys fought this snake, and it was a
It wasn't
intense battle.
great. It wasn't great.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
And then Junie beat that snake to death.
Very angry.
I missed it. Oh, I'm so
Yes.
sad.
She
I
went
gotta go back and watch it.
Staff.
She went ham on that snake.
Oh my god. Good job. Good job. Oh my god.
But in the aftermath of this battle, a lot of the guards that were with these whistle pigs from Pebblebrook, as well as some of you guys actually, were injured, and you used your players' checks to sort of help heal everybody and make sure they were okay. And it turns out that Huey's closest companion, Alphos, who is a weasel.
He's a shifty bastard.
Oh no!
Oh no! Alphos was the one without the foot.
Alphos is the one whose foot was chewed off by the wolf, basically throwing him around like a play toy. And the wound on this detached limb had festered, and the ferret, Mim, I believe, decided this is bad. Junie, you also realized, yeah, this is bad. He needs like a doctor. And you decided to try to take him into Pebblebrook in order to get him a proper doctor. Huey, beside himself, was not allowed to go in. Right now, you guys are in Pebblebrook with a cart with a giant big weasel in it.
He's strapped down too.
Yeah, and he's rambling. He's out of it. He's sort of delirious. Lucretia is with you, but the bandits, Huey and the Martin, whose name is Fank.
Fank is the shifty one.
Yeah, Fank, you guys thought was pretty shifty.
Yeah, he's the shifty guy.
They are outside of the gates, and they are unwelcome in Pillbrook. But you guys forced your way in, and you are looking for a doctor, I assume.
What happened to Naggy Pregnant Mouse?
Oh, Opal,
Oh.
yeah.
I think we left her behind.
What?
Yeah, Opal.
She was on the cart when we got
She was
Yeah,
on
and
the cart.
we kicked her off because she can walk.
It turns
So we
out.
just-
It turns out that Mim is a ferret midwife, and she just casually was like, "Opal, you should get off. You don't need to be in the cart. You're not even due for like 2 months."
And then we abandoned her?
No,
She's
no.
outside. No.
In the
Oh,
wilderness,
okay.
left her out there. Let the wilds have her.
Yes, we don't need her.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't know with this. I don't know with this
No,
group. We've done some
no.
terrible things too.
No, we
too much
haven't.
will in
What have
all
we done that's
nature, so we're
terrible?
Trying to make her get nature. That's what we're
I
doing.
feel like there's a couple of things that are
Yeah, well,
arguably
okay,
rough.
present your case. What have we done that's terrible?
Oh. I remember a piece of someone's skull, someone's daughter's skull
That was
attached
accident.
to.
Next.
Yeah.
Okay, we've never done anything bad. We're fine.
There you go.
we're crap.
I rest my case. Once again, I triumph over drunkly romantic.
I'm gonna get stabbed in the shower like by Bronze. Like she's gonna stab me in the showers.
With a jelly rancher shank.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sharpened ring pop and just gonna right in the kidneys.
That's very 80s of me.
It is. Congratulations. Good job.
I like that.
Player strengths, Bronze. Anyways, here's what I'd like from you guys. We're gonna do. This is gonna be like a little mini GM's turn. I'm gonna require a check. I'm gonna set the scene, and then we're going to sort of jump into it. I'm gonna go ahead and say you're gonna be able to find a healer in town, but immediately the town begins to get very excited because this weasel is not quiet. He is moaning and he's sort of crying out in a delirious fashion.
It's the blood. The tunnels. They're falling.
Various other, like, he's caught in a moment, some vision. The wound is also bleeding after Mim tried to, like, sort of